Hi friends, and welcome back to Planty Mandy. It's better late than never, but these are my favorite plants and new plants for the month of October. Okay, so happy November. It is November 1st when I'm filming this. I'm wearing my Halloween t-shirt because it's a shame to only wear it once a year. So October was a bad month. We did lose our little dear Yuki. I'm not gonna dwell on that. We are just happy that October is over and hopefully November is a better month, and I'm looking forward to Christmas. So good things are coming. And we need to look at some pretty plants. I'm going to start with this one right here. This is the Alocasia Macrorrhizos Variegated. So this one gets really large. It's one of those Alocasia that get big, grows really fast and really well. Let's see if I can kind of give you a closer look of the variegation on here. Isn't that pretty? I have had some issues with the white going brown and kind of soft, but it seems like we're kind of beyond that now and it's doing really well. I do use silica. I have always used silica with it, so I'm not sure if that's what has made the difference, but it just seems really happy at the moment. And I just think it's so pretty with the, I don't know, there's like 4 or 5 shades in there between the white and the green and different layers. So it did give me this one that is almost all white, and that was 3 leaves ago, and it's not browning at all. It's doing great. So this is a really good option if you want a larger variegated Alocasia. It's not super expensive either. I did import it from Thailand, from Malaya plants, probably last fall, so about a year ago. I have it in no drainage in pond. Lots of algae on there, but you can see healthy roots. I've never taken corms off of this one yet, but probably in the spring I will have to up-pot it and check for corms. I just think it's really pretty, and it seems to be a really easy one too. I just have it back here by that standing Barena light, so it's not directly by the light, so I would say medium to high indirect. But it's just so pretty. Of course, I've had some spider mites on it because it's an Alocasia and that's what they do. But they're easy to control if you just hose them down, spray them with some alcohol or some soap. So I'm really happy with that one. It's just unproblematic, does its thing. Very happy. So that is number 1 for October. Let's do a smaller one. This is, I believe this larger one is a Pinguicula Moranensis. Show you the plant first. I think this one, oh, I wrote it down. Esserina, I think. And these were super tiny when I put them in this vessel, but I definitely need to up-pot it. I have several more pings, probably a total of like 5 different species, and I would like to make like a pingdom like her fern did, but I need to get some supplies for that. So it has given me three flowers all at once. They're so pretty and delicate. And these flowers have been there for weeks. They're just super happy. And I like the little tails on them. If anybody knows why they have those tails, let me know. I don't know if they're actually functional for anything, or maybe they like attract pollinators because they look like birds or butterflies or something. I don't know. Super pretty. I can show you the other one close up. Esserina, I believe. There we go. Love how symmetrical that one is. The edges turn up and kind of look like they're white. So that is favorite number 2 for October. Alrighty, let's do another big one. This is Hoya Australis Lisa. It's super full. The variegation is so pretty. And they come out this pink, especially in bright light, they come out this pink color. Show you some brand new ones up here. Oh, if I can get it. There we go. Super pink when they come out. I have it pinned up onto the hanger, but it just wants to climb, and it would just climb that hanger anyway. I just figured it would help it to give it some more support. I've heard people have trouble with this one not growing, but mine just grows crazy fast. It has this huge long tendril, goes all the way up to the ceiling. And I'm not sure what I'm doing right other than it's in bright light. It's hanging directly in my kitchen window, which faces south, and it gets bright direct sun, especially this time of year. It comes directly in onto this plant. And it does have mealybugs, but it really doesn't seem bothered. So I treat them with alcohol and the plant just keeps growing, no problems. Hasn't flowered yet. I'm not sure how easy it is to get Australis to flower. Let me show you some teeny tiny baby leaves. Ooh. Can we see them? There. I just love this one, and I love how soft the leaves are. They're just like really thin, rubbery feeling. Just super easy plant. I think it's the highlight that does it really. Super happy. And favorite number 3. All right, this one is really simple and common and ordinary and small, but I just think it's so pretty. This is Callisia Repens, Pink Lady or Pink Panther. There is a non-pink version of Callisia Repens, so if you're looking for it, make sure it has pink in the name. So these are related to Tradescantia or Wandering Dude, but they're a little bit different. They have very, very small leaves, and they're kind of more rubbery. So I wanted to show it to you now because this one definitely goes through a cycle very similar to Tradescantia, that it looks absolutely gorgeous and it grows like a weed for about a year. And then at that point, it will just start dying off and crisping up the top, and the roots will die off, and then I have to restart it, which thankfully is very easy to do because you just cut pieces off. I just stick them in a pot with some soil and water it, and it becomes this again. So it's very easy to restart, but I'm not a fan of Tradescantia for that reason, and this is the only one that has lasted with me in my collection because it's just such a pretty pop of color. And it does seem like the more light you give it, the pinker it'll get. I have mine on a shelf probably about 18 inches away from a Barina grow light, so it's not super bright, and there is still some green in here. If it was like in direct sun, it would be even more pink. But I just find it so pretty, and it grows so fast and bushy, and it's worth the work of resetting it once a year because it just grows back like crazy right away. So that's that one, number 4 of my favorites for October. And last but certainly not least is my Anthurium Pallidiflorum. I swear I was going to show you this one anyway, but then I just saw on Jacqueline's Jungle on her October favorites, she showed her Pallidiflorum. And she measured hers, and it was 13 inches long. And I know it's not a competition, but if it were, I would win. Just saying. I love you, Jacqueline. I don't know if she'll ever see this, but I got my measuring tape too. And we shall see. Okay, I'm gonna set it down. Measuring the leaf without the petiole. Here we go. Inches from the base of the leaf all the way. That's 13 inches. All the way up. That is 24 inches. Aha, so there. It is huge and it is gorgeous and I love it. I love the texture of it. It is fantastic. So like most of my anthuriums, I do keep this one in no drainage. There are leca clay balls in the bottom. We see some roots. Oh, the lighting is not helpful. There we go. Up top is sphagnum moss with perlite and orchid bark. Ooh, that's a good one. And it just seems super healthy. Super healthy. Most of these crispy leaves are what it came to me with. So it put out this one in my care with just a little tear in it. But that one's pretty good too. And then this was the newest one. So, cannot wait to see what it does next. Absolutely one of my favorite plants ever, but that was number 5, last one for October. So that was the favorites, but don't go anywhere because I will also show you my new plants in October. So some of these I did show to you in my last repotting video, so you may get a repeat. I was on one of my medical test trip days. I was feeling sorry for myself, so I did buy a few plants. Number 1 is the Anthurium Vittariifolium. And on that video I showed how... Katie bird, what are you doing? On that video I showed how it has 3 growth points. So one here, one here, and now that I'm looking at it, it almost looks like there's 2 more new leaves here. Can you see those? 1, 2, oh, it's not gonna focus. So I don't know, I might get 4 new leaves at once. It's just growing like crazy and I'm here for it. It's fantastic. This is its newest leaf right here. So So that looks very nice and healthy, still hardening off, so that'll size up a little bit more, I think. And it's a little bit difficult because it's growing out both sides and the front, so I'm not sure how that'll work. I might have to eventually like put it in a hanging basket because it's gonna grow in 3 or 4 different directions, I guess. But love it. Doing great since I repotted it. Super happy, super. I keep trying to say super happy or super healthy, so I say super healthy. So that's how my brain is working at the moment. That's number 1 new plant. On that same day from the same store, I did pick up a Philodendron Joepii, which is another really cool strappy plant. Unfortunately, just 1 growth point in this one. But I believe this is the newest leaf. So that's somewhat the shape that it will keep as it matures, but they do get bigger lobes up here. You can see it has some extra floral nectaries on the back. I don't know if you can see those. Yeah, a little bit. So those are just like little dots of sticky sweet sap, which is normal and healthy. It can attract pests, but it's no problem. If you leave them on the leaves, sometimes it can make spots on the leaves, so it's good to give them a rinse or a wipe, but it's not a sign of anything wrong with the plant. Pretty common with philodendrons in particular. So that is number 2 of my new plants in October. This one you haven't seen yet. This is a variegated strawberry begonia, or Saxifraga Stolonifera. I don't know, but it's really, really pretty. It is not actually a begonia. It's just called strawberry begonia, and it puts out these stolons. So similar to the way spider plants make babies, it makes baby plants on the ends of these little shoots off the side. I just love the color. You see the backs of the leaves are really kind of pink polka dotted. And the, well, are the backs fuzzy? No, just the fronts are fuzzy. I'm trying to hide my face and also see what I'm doing. I don't know if you can see how fuzzy they are. Super cool plant, really pretty. That is plant number 3, that is new. This one you also haven't seen yet. This is a Nepenthes Rebecca Soper, which I believe is a crossbreed, a hybrid of something. Nepenthes are carnivorous pitcher plants. So there's the picture there. I love how deep red these ones are. And even the leaves are also very deep red. So pretty. So I have a bigger Nepenthes sanguinea that I've had for a while, and it's growing very happy and healthy in my kitchen window. So I was looking for more species of Nepenthes, and I was really happy to find this one because it is just absolutely gorgeous. You can see how the brand new pictures come off the end of the new leaves. And there's a teeny tiny little one there, just beginning to come out. It's just such a unique genre of plants, genus of plants. And I think it's super cool. So that is number 4 new plant. Got 2 more. So on the topic of carnivorous plants, here is a new Pinguicula. So this one, there was a lady in the city who was giving out free plants in exchange for food bank donations. So I was all over that. Super happy to trade her some food bank donations. This is a Pinguicula Blush, and I'm not sure if there's an actual species name for it. I couldn't find it online. I think it's just kind of a cultivar, but it is super pink and beautiful. I'm not sure if the pink is just sun stressing because the new leaves are coming out green. I do have it in kind of direct sun. It's a little bit shaded from other plants. Either way, it is beautiful. And I'm just a really big fan of the carnivorous plants because they're so unique and different. And Pinguicula in particular, they stay small, right? So it's kind of like growing small succulents on a windowsill. You can have a lot of them and they don't overtake the whole place. So there's that one. And last one, you did see this on my repotting video, is the Rhipsalis quadrangularis. I put it into a smaller pot in that video because when I bought it, it was potted in a way too big pot. And it seems to be doing well. So this is a Rhipsalis, which is a jungle cactus. And I just think they're super cool because, you know, it's a cactus that trails. And it just looks so different from anything else. And then in that video, there was a broken piece. So I cut it into smaller pieces and stuck it in some soil. Seems to be doing well. I don't think it has any roots yet, but that should root up and we'll have more pieces to stick back in with the original plant. Okay, so that is it for October. 5 favorites and 6 brand new plants. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your patience as I didn't post last week. I love you all so much. Here's to a better November. And until next time, peace, love, and plants.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright. And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright.